Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ringside Recap. I am your host, Jay's Gaming Spot, and I am alongside with my co-host. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Ishan Singh and aka American. I forgot my channel's name. Fuck.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ringside Recap. I am your host, Jay's Gaming Spot, and I am alongside with my two co-hosts. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hello everyone, my name is Ishan Singh and aka American Nightmare Studios. So yeah, let's start. Amit.
Yeah, you've already told my name, so that's me.
You can start with your introduction too about your channel and all this stuff.
Yeah, I don't have any specific channel. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to speaking to you guys about wrestling. Really, that's it.
Okay, so let's start. So first of all, let's talk about SmackDown. What do you thought? Like, what were your thoughts before the show? Like, what were you looking forward before the show?
Uh, yeah. SmackDown. I didn't expect that much since most of the bloodline wasn't there, and I thought it was just gonna be like a kind of boring show, but in reality, it was kind of entertaining because we got to see lots of teams qualify and go to WrestleMania for the first time. For instance, Tyler Bate, he is going to WrestleMania, and that's his first time. Also we got lots of confirmed matches for WrestleMania 40 as well. So that's what I was expecting. Lots of matches confirmed because there wasn't really many matches confirmed. So what's your take and opinion on SmackDown before it happened?
Uh, yeah, I mean, like you said, that there's a lot of setting up of storylines and matches, I suppose. So it is a kind of uh, yeah, a tepid show. Not much happening, but a lot of good matches, a lot of nice storylines. Obviously, debuts as well, which we'll talk about for sure. So overall, a good show. A good show. Even though we didn't have Roman or Rock, I think it was still a good show. I think SmackDown was carried by the whole damage control thing, right? So happy
Yeah,
with that.
yeah,
Good
I
show.
would say so as well.
My first question before the show was like whose call was that? That whole thing, what happened on Raw, like Drew McIntyre won, and also what Rock did. So that was my question before the show. Also, when I saw the card, I was like, man, this doesn't look good because last Raw what we got was just crazy. That was just another level. And when we get this type of things, it's like it's okay, but it's not that too good. So yeah, I was like, okay, but the show was great. According to its card, it was great. So
You couldn't
let's,
have topped last week's Raw, man.
yeah, man,
That was not possible.
it was one of the greatest Raws of all time. Like,
Yeah, Raw last week was awesome.
Yeah,
so after that, this SmackDown feels like it's just normal SmackDown. Like, it's nothing that great.
yeah.
But yeah, so let's move on to the first topic. What was the first topic? Yeah, so Randy Orton and Kevin Owens had a tag team match versus who? I forgot the tag team's
Pretty
name.
deadly.
Yeah, pretty
Deadly.
deadly. Who is qualified, right, for that six pack tag team match, ladder match on
No,
Yeah.
no,
WrestleMania?
no, 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 no,
Oh
No,
no.
they
no,
are
no,
not.
I
They are
don't
not
think they
qualified.
qualified.
Oh, I forgot.
No.
Like,
This
so
was just this match was all because they had a caption as well with
yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Owens entering. Like he smacked both of them with the same punch. So that's what when Kevin Owens entered, right? That's what was written there. Like a man who punched both of them with the same like
Oh
punch.
yeah,
So that's why they had this match, I guess. Yeah, overall a good match. Obviously Logan Paul interfering.
yeah. I just wanted to
Uh,
push over the Logan Paul interference because I thought it was pretty funny in my opinion. I didn't expect him to be at the show, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I
And
was
like
actually
the
go on.
segment where like Randy Orton um went under the ring and found like Logan Paul.
Yeah,
That was actually
that was proper
funny.
good. Yeah.
And then like the very end of the segment where Randy Orton like chases Logan Paul out the building, and he like jumps into a random car and pushes a security guard. I
Yeah.
actually found that quite funny, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. It's
The
just like
most
there's one car set up just for him to get out.
the most funny part was that when Randy Orton was asking fans where Logan Paul is, like it was just a great crowd reaction. I was just surprised, but it was just an amazing sequence, we can say, because the full match was great. But Logan Paul interference, I saw that early only. So yeah, it was great. But that car chase sequence, it reminded me of like that Captain America Civil War one, that sequence where he just steals someone's bike and goes off. Bucky. So it was
Oh
funny.
yeah,
Yeah, it was funny. It was good.
I mean, one more thing. I mean, Pretty Deadly is pretty awesome. To be honest, I love Pretty Deadly. Uh, and I was actually expecting some tension between Randy Orton and KO to
Yeah, yeah.
happen in this
That's
match.
yeah.
That
I
didn't happen.
think at the end, like I think there was tension since Randy Orton like blamed KO for losing.
Yeah,
mm,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
the
but then he saw the sort of title run, and then he's like, okay, fine. Logan Paul interfered at something. I mean, I expect something to happen next week, right? So there's this whole chaos show anyway next week with Randy Orton. So yeah, looking forward to that.
according
Yeah,
to me,
see,
their United States triple threat match is one of the least, I think so, built up matches, according to me. Like, just think about how much time they have given to the story. Like KO and Randy Orton are friends, but they haven't shown that tension between them. Like that's problematic for me. And the way people are excited for that match is genuinely because of the talent in that match. Like Randy Orton, great performer; KO, great performer; Logan Paul, great performer. So because of that only, I am excited, but not that story point of view. Like Logan is a douchebag, but I think
yeah,
so. They can just develop more on the last SmackDown, which we won't be like doing that podcast on. We will directly meet you on that WrestleMania. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. I don't think so. We can do anything more. It was just a funny sequence. That's why.
yeah. And
Yeah,
I just wanted to brush over another segment in SmackDown for a little bit. I just wanted to brush over Bianca Belair and Dakota Kai's match. I mean, I thought it was pretty good.
right.
Um,
Yeah,
Solid
where
match.
the match was great. I think so. When you see damage controls, every matches are great. Like if they run as baby faces, I can say that their matches are great. I don't know. I just don't like heel finishes sometimes. Like that's my perspective from that. I have been that baby face guy. Of course, you can get it from my channel's name. So yeah, that's. But damage control overall, like a performer wise, they are absolute brilliant. Like they have worked in Japan, so it's great. Like yeah,
The the I mean, the match is solid. I mean, solid match from Dakota Kai. Obviously, main event of SmackDown, pretty cool. Clean win. I think Bianca won clean, right? She got beat. Dakota Kai got beat, proper beat in this match.
hmm
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't feel the same way about damage control anymore. Like, I think they're losing their edge a little bit. Like when, like the whole thing about. I mean, when Bailey was there,
yeah.
we had had a thing of okay, like EO and everyone's beating everybody up, and like Bailey's like the leader. Now that she isn't there, it doesn't feel the same anymore. Like they don't. I don't feel like they're strong. You know, like they can do something. But but obviously they're the tag team champions. I don't know. I don't feel so great about damage control now as I was previously. Plus, he
But
gets beat now, so I don't know.
buddy, I
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
felt
I agree
like
to that.
I haven't felt anything great about damage control since they have like started the thing, because it was just that we knew that we were excited more about damage control's breakup than its main part of the story. So it was just like yeah, when are they gonna break up? Like when it's gonna be Bailey versus Io Sky? That's what we were excited for from the starting point. I don't think so. By damage control as like faction, I haven't enjoyed them that much, but yeah, like their talent is great. absolutely great. Like I can say that future main eventers are there in that.
So
Obvious.
everyone's in agreement that what like
Mm,
Bailey is going to win. No one's an Io Sky fan of it.
yeah, yeah.
Anyone Io
Uh,
Sky?
I like Io Sky, to be honest. I think her title reign has been nothing short of like disappointing, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah,
even with like good title defenses, that doesn't always make a title reign like fun and exciting.
yeah,
But I think they should have done more with
yeah. Completely agree.
her title reign, to be honest. And I can't wait until Bailey gets that championship and actually does something with it,
Yeah,
because the championship's been a bit like overshadowed by Rhea Ripley's.
One joke, I have a very
title.
great joke for that. It's just the opposite of universal title, even if it looks same. It's been an hot potato championship. Like it's going everywhere. It has been like
Yeah.
with Bianca also, with Asuka also, with Io Sky, and now like Io Sky. How much time she have defended the championship? I am not sure, but
I mean,
Um, I don't
very
think that much. She defended at Fastlane.
yeah, Fastlane was just not a
That's the
great
only
fit.
thing I can remember. I think
Yeah,
she defended on SmackDown as well.
I mean,
but
when she was with Damage Control, they used to just run interference and get her to win most of the time. So that's why
Oh
it
yeah,
feels like it's been a less. Yeah, I mean, like you're saying, her reign has. She has a sick entrance too. That's why I love her. Like she has a sick
Hmm.
entrance.
Have you
What
but I
happens?
think we all just gotta like
have you seen
appreciate that cash in at SummerSlam. That was actually like I think one of the best cash-ins of like women's wrestlers,
it was so
Yeah,
not
great,
men's,
like
because like
like the audience reaction and all that, that persona, that was just amazing. But have you seen any one of you have seen like Yosuke in NXT? Because she was awesome. I have seen her some matches and
yeah, Io
sh
Shirai. Yeah, I saw
yeah,
in
yeah.
NXT. That's like the point where I actually started to like enjoy her
Sh
matches and all that.
she is not even doing her 1% in this, like the real roster. In NXT, she was awesome in the ring. Like I am not kidding. Her performance has been a letdown here in main roster, but in like NXT, she was on like steroids. I'm not gonna lie. She was like, she's not even Yuska anymore.
all the
Yeah,
Japanese wrestlers are crazy, man. If you ask me. Like Asuka is another
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
those amazing
Japanese
wrestlers.
people, man, their wrestling is so great. Like,
I mean, moving on to the other side, right? The Bianca side.
hmm.
So I don't know. It feels like this time Bianca doesn't have a proper path to WrestleMania. Like it's I don't know. She won the match. Then I'm not very keen on this whole Naomi Bianca sort of thing, and it's not really
Man, until
interesting as that.
Jade changed it for me. Jade was so good that it changed me for me. I am excited for it right now. I want to
yeah,
see
but
what
I
Jade
just
Cargill.
wanna
Yeah, yeah, continue.
sorry to interrupt, but I just wanna point out something about Jade. I feel bad for her because in AEW, like she had 2 minute matches, squash matches, so that's why we would have saw her like in the elimination chamber a couple of months ago, I think it was.
Yeah,
But she had to like train for months just to have one match, and I don't think she's really gonna do that much. I think she's gonna get outshined by Bianca and Naomi. I think
yeah,
Bianca's gonna be more of a just helping Jade out in the match. I think they're not gonna use her as much.
yeah,
The thing is that I am excited for like Jade because of that what attention she is getting. I really want to see what her persona is and what she does. Like, what thing is that makes her that great. I just want to see that because I haven't seen her AEW matches, and AEW they give less time to women, and that's a really big issue there. That's a really big problem when we don't talk about that much, but AEW should start giving more women that much time. Like Jade was their best star, and they couldn't stop her. Like that's what you can do. And Tony Khan is like, I want to talk about this later in this segment, but Yeah, you can.
One interesting point on what you said, like when first she came in, right? I was actually, I mean, even now, I was thinking of her as a heel, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, she's gonna come, she's like the Goldberg for me. She's giving me
Yeah, yeah,
Goldberg,
yeah.
right?
For
Just
real.
comes in slowly, trashes everybody. What an awesome power bomb, man! What was that move? Seemed amazing.
Yeah, but that was
So
amazing.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hope she then after post WrestleMania, then there's some segment with her and Bianca. Then she's the heel, maybe, or I don't know, something like that is what will be interesting according to me. But yeah, man. So just
Uh,
yeah, amazing debut.
I think so. I'm looking too much forward, but I think so. WrestleMania 41, it's gonna be Jade versus Bianca Belair.
Yeah, okay.
I
Hot
think
take.
so.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
Hot take here.
they cannot miss with this. Like, or it's going to be Naomi versus Jade, or it's going to be Bianca versus Jade, and I think so. It's going to be Bianca versus Jade, no doubt.
Honestly, I think when Bailey actually wins at WrestleMania, it's gonna be either Naomi versus Bailey or like Jade or Bianca as well. I
Uh,
don't think they would do Jade that early. I think
Yeah,
they would
hmm.
save her up for SummerSlam or something like that.
That's
yeah.
why
Unless she sort of improves
I didn't
crazily, right?
wanted Jay to come. Like, today she did a great job, but I didn't wanted her to like perform on this WrestleMania. She haven't built something on WWE's pay-per-view or something else. It was her first appearance, and you are saying me that 1 week later she's gonna perform on WrestleMania. So no, I am 50-50 over that. Like, why do you wanna start with a like underdeveloped character? You
No,
have
but she's
great
on a
wrestlers.
tag team, right? So that's fine. I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah, she doesn't have to do that much work.
That's why they are giving her tag team match, cause they know that
Yeah,
she's not
especially
a.
in like a trios
Hmm,
tag team match as well. That means you have to do less work than an actual normal tag team match.
man, and
Yeah.
I don't want to see Lady Goldberg. Like, please, if she is like that, I don't want to see her.
Oh, you're not a
Man,
Goldberg fan. Goldberg is awesome, dude. Come on.
man, I don't like Goldberg at all. Like, why are we paying that man? Like, 2 minutes, your match
That's
is
so
gonna
harsh.
get over.
That's so harsh, man. That's so harsh.
Man, like,
Goldberg is awesome.
first time I literally was excited for that. Like, what the hell is this man that they are brawling with him, with Brock Lesnar? Like, Brock Lesnar that time was just on steroids. Like, he was the craziest man ever. But then I saw him like 2 minutes defeated. I was like, what the hell? What the hell just happened? And
That's the Goldberg's thing, man. So he just comes every week, smashes people for 2 minutes, and he says it's next. He's next,
but
right? That's his thing. That's his
only
thing.
only time I have loved Goldberg was WrestleMania 33. Man, that match was perfect. Perfect according to Universal Championship. That was great.
Hmm.
But yeah, then I don't remember. Like Jade came out like, and she talked about that she is the Storm. Like she looks like Storm, but yeah, that was just
Yeah, that's weird, right? Like, I mean,
yeah,
that was it was fun. It was a joke. I
yeah,
mean, it was a joke for me. How's the weather like? It's like it's gotta be stormy.
Storm. WrestleMania 40 is gonna be
Cool.
stormy.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
punchline,
So
man. So yeah,
Yeah, it
and
probably
that
is
was
as
just
well.
normal face stuff. First, yeah, I also thought that she's gonna become heel, but yeah, she was face totally today, and people
yeah, I
love her.
mean,
People love her, man.
uh, yeah. So slowly moving on to next stuff, right? So I think there was there's 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 obviously the Waller and Theory versus this guy, right? Who was it?
Yeah, the Street Profits.
The
Yeah.
Street Profits. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, well, what do you guys think of that match? They also qualified for the ladder
Uh,
match, I guess.
yeah, I'll start. The match was, it was, yeah. I mean, I didn't watch that much of the match, but like the ending sequence was pretty alright, where
Right.
they showed on the Titantron all
Yeah.
like, Bobby Lashley and B Fab, excuse me, on the floor. So yeah, I like that. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller qualifying though. Yeah. Um, I think yeah they should have qualified. Yeah. and I think they should win the tag team
Yeah,
titles. I think they
yeah,
should
yeah.
split
I
the
was gonna
tag
say the
team
same thing.
titles.
No, I don't think so. I love them. I genuinely love them. But according to me, Arthur and Miz are gonna win that title, and it's going to be a great moment. But according
I
to
mean,
me,
with more like wins and more build,
yeah, of course, I think so.
they should win.
SummerSlam is going to be a great opportunity for them, and I'm not ready for their breakup right now. Like they are doing crazy work together. They are taking RKOs, they are taking stunners everywhere, and it's so much fun. Like I am
Yeah,
genuinely impressed
selling.
with their work.
My God, the theory selling is like one of a
Crazy.
kind, man. He just
Oh my!
like he says like mad.
I think so.
I think personally, this might be a hot take, but I think he sells better than what's Dolph Ziggler. I think he sells better than
No,
Dolph
Yeah,
no,
Ziggler.
no. According to me, Dolph Ziggler is just untouchable. You have seen that Goldberg match at SummerSlam 2019, I think so.
Yeah, I actually
Man,
did see that.
his
But
selling was like I was literally thinking that Goldberg is hitting him with like 100 kilometer per hour. Like that was his selling. He was just crawling through
there's
the
there
full.
was one spot in this match, right, where I think Dawkins was on the top rope and he was
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
give an elbow. So he just jumped on that elbow, literally, right? He was not
Hmm.
even like on the floor. He was jumping on the elbow, and then he like rolls over two, three times, and he's mad. I love Theory. He's
I,
super annoying, but he's good. I like Theory when he's on.
Man, I was just excited when he said that it doesn't matter to Rock. It was just a great promo. Everyone was like just booing him.
Yeah,
But I think so. They can be Triple H and Shawn Michaels in today's PG era, according to
yeah,
me. They are just like 10 times worse than them, but then also it's a huge compliment for them
yeah.
compared
I
to
mean
DX.
yeah,
that's a huge shout for them. But yeah, they have that potential, I suppose, right?
Hmm.
They can do something like that.
Or even Brock Lesnar or Kurt Angle. That was also great. Like according to me, they can be that too. Like
Yeah, that
they
was
have that
amazing.
potential. And according to me, Grayson Waller is not gonna be that great, but Austin Theory is totally a main eventer in future. Austin Theory
uh,
and Austin Theory and Gunther are gonna carry our pillars in future of professional wrestling.
Hmm.
hmm. I mean, yeah, I agree with that.
But
I
I
think Grayson Waller would win a title before Austin Theory, to be honest. I think with Austin Theory, you gotta turn him face somehow. You gotta like,
Yeah,
I think Grayson Waller would turn on Austin Theory or the other way around. Because to be honest, I mean, I like this. You know, they're called A Town Down Under. I like the tag team, but like,
yeah,
you just gotta turn Austin Theory face.
yeah.
He's
yeah.
always been a heel.
Yeah,
Well,
that
on
makes
the main
sense.
roster.
He has been heel for a long time. Also, I think that it was great to see that they qualified because first, when I saw Street Profits, I thought that they are gonna qualify. But what do you think? They are gonna get a trio match? That
Big profits. My God.
Karrion Cross, and
Yeah,
Hurt
the
Business.
Authors of Pain. I think it's gonna be Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Author of Pain. That feud has been building for like months now.
Hmm.
I mean, this was like the best segment out of the whole like rivalry, in my opinion.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, I'm actually kind of excited for that match.
Hmm.
I think,
Bobby Lashley, I think so. He works as a heel, but he is doing face thing right now. I can't wait for them, Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, to turn heel. That's, I think so, is going to be the next
But
big
you know,
faction.
it's actually like what you're saying, right? I think that was the intention in the beginning, right? They were all being like
Yeah, yeah,
to the
yeah,
masses
but
in the
like
beginning, but
they
it
just
got
keep
us.
getting cheered, so like
Yeah.
they have to turn them face.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
like.
Bobby
Sorry.
Lashley as a heel. I just don't see it. Like I
That
don't get it,
whole
man.
the whole faction. I'm not a big. I don't know, man. So that whole they're just trying to spoof Hurt Business all over again,
yeah.
and
But
it feels like it's not working out. So I mean,
I
they
mean, in
even
a couple of months it might work out, but like now it's a bit. I think they should introduce trio championships
Man,
in my
that's
opinion.
a great idea, but do you want AEW? That thing, cause when you see AEW, there are too many championships there. There is huge problem in that company right now, and I am telling you, mark my words, in 4 to 5 years, AEW is not gonna exist anymore. It's going to be WCW
No, but you
2.0.
have no, but you have too many factions in WWE. So you and be having tag team champions as well now undisputed. It seems like there's just a lot of like it's
Yeah,
just it feels like an empty feud. This whole Karrion Cross versus. Uh, I mean, they have built it up for a few months. Now it feels something, but there's no background to it, right? One fine day, Karrion Cross just hated on Bobby Lashley. It's almost like that, and and carrying cross is like you. I feel so bad for him, right? You know,
yeah.
Yeah,
he's a
Have you
fish
seen
man.
him in NXT? Man, WWE fumbles NXT stars a lot. Like, come on, his feud with Balor, just go and watch it. I can recommend anyone to go and watch that feud. He was crazy out there. Like, his matches, I literally felt like that man is a monster. He could be that Samoan Joe that like WWE wanted and could
Even
never find.
his initial phase also was good, right? He was just racking up wins.
Yeah,
Like Gunther, for example, he was just racking up wins, and then I think he was just let go by Vince McMahon, and then
my
after that, nothing happened.
my personal opinion, according to me, I want Karrion Cross to win IC Championship sometime in the future. That could be the
yeah.
build up for him.
But I feel like, and this might be a hot take for some people, but Triple H, he can't book some things. He can't book people like Carrying Cross, a few others that I can't get around in my head. He can't book Money in the Bank, and that's an issue in itself with Damian Priest. I don't know if she's
Yeah,
gonna
of
cash
course.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Triple H.
yeah.
See, everyone has its problems and everyone has his great perks. Like Triple H, I think so is a great CEO or COO. Sorry, CEO.
He's
And
definitely better than Vince McMahon, though.
yeah, he
Yeah,
is better
yeah,
than
that's
Vince
what I was
McMahon.
gonna
Vince
say, right?
McMahon
It's something.
last 10
He's too
years
old now.
last 10 years was so worst. I just don't like to be belonging to that era, that PG era. Like, only
Yeah,
time I enjoyed wrestling was 2016. During that time, 2016 and 2017 till WrestleMania 33. After WrestleMania 33, when Jinder Mahal became the champion, that was the downfall of WWE for straight 3 years. Pandemic era
Jinder
revived
Mahal. That's another faction, right? In the share. I don't know what happens to them.
yeah. Wasn't they in a qualifying match? I think for the
Oh yeah, yeah.
WrestleMania
They were in
ladder
one of the
match.
qualifying matches. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They lost in the first one itself,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah.
think. Yeah, I think in the Raw. They were in the Raw, right? Not in
Yeah, they
SmackDown, I guess.
lost. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
so. It was not due to interference or something like that. I don't know. They lost. Generally lost. It was not cheating. Maybe.
I agree.
So, uh, what's next then?
There's also this
I'm just
segment.
gonna take over for now. I just want to talk about um LA Knight and AJ Styles.
Yeah,
I just want to
Hmm.
brush over that for a few minutes if you want.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
this feud hasn't been the worst out of the WrestleMania feuds, and
totally.
we might get to the worst in this video, but um this segment was actually pretty funny, to be honest. I liked how LA Knight was like dressed as
Yeah,
a security guard. I think
yeah.
since, if you remember, he was a security guard like
Yeah,
10 years
yeah. That's a
on
great
Raw or
reference.
something like that. So also AJ Styles as a heel. Ah, that's the thing I like about some wrestlers, that sometimes turning heel is better for them. Like, some people should turn heel, and we might get into one person later in the video. So yeah,
AJ is amazing. AJ, it's a good feud, right? It has a good thing around him. AJ screwing over LA Knight in the elimination chamber, and him trying to get him with a chair. Uh, and LA does his stick with this mic, right? So the LA is always good with the mic, and it was a funny segment. I mean, it was good. It is nice. I'm also torn in the middle, right? Who's gonna win? I have no clue about this match. Who's gonna win?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, I
that's great.
think LA Knight needs it more than AJ Styles, to be honest.
Yeah,
Man,
Um,
facts,
yeah,
AJ Styles, like he's not gonna go too much far. What's his age like? 46, as I remember. Max to max, he's going to end up like 50. Till 50, he's gonna wrestle. So I
I
don't
think he
think
needs one more
uh,
championship run.
only one,
Um,
and that should be WWE Championship. I don't need him in
yeah,
Universal. I don't even. I don't need him in Universal, especially. I need him in World Heavyweight Championship run or on SmackDown. Like I need that 2016 run once again. That was just crazy run.
Cena beat
yeah,
AJ for the 16th. Is it? Am I right?
Yeah. Ric Flair, that record was tied that time only. John
Right.
Cena, man, John Cena, one more title reign, but we are gonna talk about that sometime else. So, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this rivalry is one of the weakest. We are gonna cover that also some video. But the thing is that damage control one is one of the worst, but this rivalry has at least has some build for that. Like
yeah.
AJ screwed, then LA Knight screwed, then they both started to fight each other, and it's just like normal brawling stuff. I don't think so. It has that story depth in that, because the thing is that we are watching WWE in that era. That story is one of the most biggest key factors. Just take Rock versus like Roman Reigns in future. That story, that story is going to be extremely from 2015. It's going to be built up like that's the thing.
Yeah.
So when you are in that era, I don't think so. This storyline works for me. If this
No,
would
but
have
it's a
been
mid
in,
card. It's a mid card thing. I mean,
yeah, of course.
it's not they. That's what I'm saying, right? So all of these, even this, it's similar to the Karrion Cross and Lashley thing, right? There is no depth to the story, but 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 it's fine. I mean, it's kind of
I
fillers,
mean,
I
to
guess.
be honest, like they didn't really have any much screen time because
Yeah,
other feuds have been going on for months. Where like Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus AOP, and other feuds like that. So I think the match could be like awesome. Not to like
yeah.
See,
sorry,
They need to
miss,
have an amazing
not to,
match. That's
it
the key thing, right? Like that's what I was thinking as well. For both the Lashley one and this one, they need to have one amazing match, which then continues the feud into something else after this. So that'll be nice in WrestleMania.
also,
yeah,
according to my opinion, this match should have been like a no counts anywhere and sorry, counts everywhere match, or I think so. It could have been like no DQ match. That would have been like great for the match perspective also. And WrestleMania is only about one on one. The only that type of match we are getting is ladder match, and I think so we
yeah,
need one. See, ladder match is going to be on one night, so second night we need some crazy stuff, right? So for that I think so this could have been non DQ. And LA Knight today, his promotion, his again his crowd work is that amazing, and his yeah movement, all that stuff is just so great that I think LA Knight deserves a US title run. For now, US title run. Next year, world title run.
yeah. Yeah, I agree. And then we're gonna brush over another segment that I just wanted to um talk about is Rey Mysterio and the LWO. They got called out by Santos Escobar
Yeah.
and Angel Garza, the Legado del Fantasma. Um, I don't mind the match. Is wasn't it Rey Mysterio and a mystery opponent which was Dragon Lee?
Dragon Lee. Man,
Yeah,
the thing is that this is the thing I'm talking about. Like the story. You saw Carlito's face after when he included Dragon Lee into the match,
yeah.
not
That's what I
him.
was gonna brush on Carlito's face, and I was gonna say that I think he's gonna turn heel.
Man,
I think it's gonna be on the ring side, and then like I don't know, someone's gonna do something to him, and then he's just gonna like turn heel. But I don't think he's gonna join Santos Escobar. I don't know. I think we'll just like take
Actually,
a break until the
my thing
final.
is that
A different story.
my guess is rather than Carlito turning heel, I would have guessed because Dom is now in because Dom is having some discussions with Judgment Day as well. Okay, why are you doing stuff with them? So maybe there's a thing with Andrade coming in Legado del
Mm,
Fantasma or something like that because they are one man down, like you said, right? Like if Carlito turns heel or something, there's one man down. So LW has one man up, so they need to do something there. Maybe Andrade comes in and they have this whole lucha libre match, right?
That's going to
I
be
don't know.
crazy. I am excited for that 2-on-2 match because Dom has increased his potential again of performing, and also the thing is that Rey Mysterio is turning into Roman Reigns again, like babyface Roman Reigns. Everyone is turning on upon him, and all that stuff is going on. Like I was just when I saw Carlito's face, I was like, man, is they are going to turn him heel, but that's going to be great. Rey Mysterio versus him, I think so. Next pay per view which were I think so that one pay per view should be in Mexico, and that should be great. I personally think that way that and that pay per view should be main evented by Rey Mysterio versus Carlito. That's going to be a crazy match. Not gonna lie.
yeah, that would be a crazy match. I would like
Ray
that
is a
match.
legend. Ray
Yeah,
is a legend. I mean, the moment he came in, I mean, I felt like the promo from Santos was not that great, to be honest. Then, as soon as Ray came in, there was a whole new energy to that whole segment. There was this whole aspect of Dom coming in, and and Ray and Dom in the same
yeah.
ring. So that was there.
Dominic's
Ray is legend.
when he tries to speak, it's so funny when he tries to speak and then everyone just boos him out the building.
Man,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
that's too much funny. Like everyone boos him. I like Dominic Mysterio. I think so. I haven't seen some guy that he's getting that much hate. Like, not gonna lie, after his WrestleMania match last year, that was a crazy match. When Ray started to beat him up with that belt, it was just crazy. So I think
Yeah,
so. Dominic with his performance has been so tremendous. Like I could see him winning United States Championship in the future. As I told you, Karrion Cross with the Intercontinental Championship and United States Championship with Dominic Mysterio, because he has won like North American Championship, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
he's won the
yeah.
North American before.
yeah. So I want him to win United States Championship, like in further future,
I
so
could
that he could
imagine if
win.
Dominic Mysterio wins the Money in the Bank.
Man, man, that's going to be crazy. That's a great idea.
I
For
mean, he's the
WWE.
only one in Judgment Day who's not got any gold, I guess. I mean, JD McDonough, but they both are
Yeah,
seem to be the whipping boys in that team right now. So they lose or they get kicked or whatever.
What
So yeah, something should happen with Dom. He's
I
amazing as well.
I just wanted to point out that what do you think is going to happen with Money in the Bank? I'm very concerned about that because they have just buried Damien Priest. Remember the last time Bro was that hype was on SummerSlam or even Backlash, uh, like last year's Backlash, like when it was his match against Bunny, I think so, Bad Bunny. That
He
was
might go
yeah.
for a lower title, is what my guess is, like an IC title maybe or
no
something like
man.
that.
If
I don't think he's going to get involved with the world heavyweight title.
see, I
I think
want
he will. I think he'll cash in, and then win, and then he'll lose it like a couple of months. But like, I want his title reign to be actually like decent, so it's not because I want Drew McIntyre to get his moment, but we also need Damian Priest to cash in before I think it's like July or something. I mean, he has time to cash in, but like he should have. I think, in my personal opinion, he should have cashed in at Payback, wasn't it?
hmm.
Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match. I think he should have cashed in there. That was like the perfect opportunity.
Man, if I can't imagine if he cashes in right now on Drew McIntyre or Cody Rhodes. They two are like I want them to see to be that champion. Like heel heel, one is face. We are going to get a mixed storylines and all that stuff. It's going to be great. Like we are going to get that change because Roman has been champion for a long time, and if he wins again, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just want to root for Cody Rhodes this time.
So you
So
want Cody to finish the story?
yeah, yeah, I definitely want that. No, not
Yes.
because Roman has been so good. I don't want that thing, but The thing is that just for a change, everyone needs change, right? So I also want that change. I have been like every time bloodline interferes and we get that screwed finish. No, I don't want that anymore. I just
We had a
want that.
small segment, right? We had a small segment in the SmackDown where they set up a match
Yeah.
between Jay and Solo as well.
So uh,
Yeah,
so I can discuss that. So first, I think so. Paul Heyman started with that tribal chief orders was all the stuff was done by tribal chief orders, and
It's a copy
then
from Peaky Blinders, by the way, by order of the Peaky Blinders. Now they just made it by order of the tribal chief.
uh,
They just picked it up from Peaky
man,
Blinders.
even acknowledge me. That phrase was not originally from WWE. It was from somewhere else. Like I saw that on news, like Sports Sky Wrestling. I saw that there. So it's not from that. Also, it's from somewhere else. So yeah, but the thing is that they are genuinely preparing Roman for Hollywood. I think so. Like
yeah. That's what I think. I think Roman's gonna lose. He might, get into a storyline. Maybe if we're lucky, a SummerSlam match. Then he's gonna go for like a year, 2 years, or actually probably like a few months. Then we're gonna get Rock versus
I think so.
Roman,
Roman. Yeah.
I
and
I
then
want
I
Rock
don't know
versus
what's gonna
Roman.
happen after. I think Roman should like. I actually don't know what Roman should do. Like, there's nothing left for him. Like he'd done everything.
I think so. One more
Well,
baby
nice.
face then. I need one more baby face role because not that he was that good in baby face and not that. The thing is that he has evolved a lot, and I want him to change. I want that baby face because now if he turns baby face, he's not gonna get that booze. He's gonna get that cheers from everyone. He could be bigger than Cody Rhodes, and that's what I think so. He's gonna show up like 5 to 6 times next till next WrestleMania, and then it's going to be Rock versus Roman, and
Yeah.
Roman is going to be babyface. Also, one more thing I want to point out that on Raw you saw that John Cena was shown when Cody Rhodes was getting beat up. John Cena
Oh
and
yeah, yeah. On the truck, yeah. I saw that. I saw Brock Lesnar as
Yeah.
well. I
yeah,
Yeah.
saw. I think I don't know what website it was, but I saw that someone from WWE or a source said that everything is done for a reason. So
yeah,
I think I don't know. I think I don't know
There's
who's gonna be
Stone
the
Cold as well in
host
the
of
truck.
WrestleMania. I thought it was
There's
gonna be
Stone
CM
Cold as well.
Punk, to be honest.
There was Stone Cold as well in the truck.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
if everybody comes, right, bloodline rules, and there's John Cena, there's like Stone Cold, there's like Brock
Man,
Lesnar,
just
everybody comes in.
Yeah, I saw that. That would actually be crazy though. Like that's how Roman's reign ends.
just imagine that.
All the people from like his past, some people, but like some people from his past end his historic title reign. I think that would be the best way to end it. But I
I
don't
think
Yeah.
know.
I think so. We are gonna get Avengers Endgame once again. Last year was Infinity War. This is going to be Avengers Endgame. It's going to be like Cody Rhodes is just on the verge. Rock is gonna hit him the rock bottom. Then it's Cena's music hits. Stone Cold's music hits. They both come. Everyone's access is going to be 4v4 brawl everywhere. And then three cutters, three Cody. Yeah, sorry, I forgot what his finisher name is.
Oh, the Crossroads.
Crossroads, yeah. I am bad with names, like genuinely. So Crossroads, and then we get the title ending. So because the whole wrestling Mount Rushmore is gonna come and to defeat Roman Reigns, because that's what his title reign has been.
No,
If
but I do want actually because if if it happens like that, right, then like what Jay is saying, if I won't be surprised if Roman wins because if he loses, then what else is there for him to do? Like it's like what do you do with Roman after that? You
man,
know,
I mean, I think it's only the Rock match, and then that's it.
that's
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
he could. Oh, yeah. I think I saw like on TikTok or something like that. I saw someone was fantasy booking, and they said that Roman Reigns should face either Jimmy Uso or Solo Sikoa. I think Roman versus Solo Sikoa has been building for
couple of
years, ever since
months, yeah.
Clash at the Castle. They've been like building it. not too much, like
I
kind of discreetly,
I
Yeah, I
know
mean,
so
if
you
he
which pay per
loses,
kind of
view.
notice, but you don't notice.
I know which pay
sorry.
per view it's gonna happen. Like on SummerSlam, this year SummerSlam it's gonna happen. If I think so, I think so. The people, the one who's gonna turn on Roman, is going to be Solo Sikoa. I think
Yeah, I
so.
mean,
If this
wha-
happens, it's going to be like shock factor. Cause nobody believes that Solo is gonna turn on Roman because Solo every time agrees with Roman anytime,
I mean, it could be billed as
and
okay.
then
He
it
loses.
and then it turns out to be that it was Rock's idea to turn on Roman, and then we can get it on WrestleMania. So we are very ahead. First, I don't want to hear that dum 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 that is crazy like his music after the match. After the WrestleMania, I should be like, oh, now I finally got Cody to win. So yeah, that's another topic. But where were we? Yeah, so Paul Heyman was telling that it was Roman's, like all the command was from Roman, and the thing is that I was looking forward to that answer, cause if it would have been from Rock, then we can get that Rock is the greatest one of them in that group. If it's from
I mean, he
Roman,
is the final boss, so
yeah, but the thing is that they are showing that Paul Heyman is trying to emphasize that tribal chief is greater than the final boss, but it's not that. That's
See,
what the story is.
that's what could happen, right? That's what I was trying
Yeah,
to say. That if Roman loses, then I think the other angle in which the story can go is that who is going to become the next tribal chief? Is it going to be Solo Sokoa or could be anybody, right? From who is now going to be the next tribal chief? So then there could be Jay coming in, or that's the only his story can only revolve around the bloodline, I guess.
you
He
know
can't have any other persons to. With Seth Rollins, he can still do something with Seth Rollins.
yeah. I
for
was thinking that Seth Rollins should end Roman's run, but then I
yeah.
was like, nah. I think we would get if when Cody finishes the story at WrestleMania. I think we should the first feud should be against Seth Rollins because I think Seth Rollins might turn on Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania
Man, if
because
see,
Seth hasn't won a single match against Cody, and that might play in his
Yeah,
head. And also, he's
yeah.
obviously going to lose the title as well, so he might just say, "Oh, just forget everyone. Like I'm turning on all of you." I think a heel run benefits Seth as well. His promos are kind of
heel type,
boring at the
man.
moment, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah,
yeah.
if Seth sort of goes against, if Cody loses, right? Like it's gonna be a crazy thing happening, dude. If Cody wins, it's gonna be a feel good factor. Like okay,
Yeah,
everyone's gonna be looking forward to everything which is happening. If Seth turns and Cody loses and something like that happens, then yeah, I mean it's a big uncertain situation. What happens next?
I
I can see both sides, right? It's not 100% that
definitely.
Cody will win. Is my
Yeah,
view.
hopefully. If he doesn't win, then I don't know what's left for Roman Reigns.
I,
If
I,
he retains, maybe a few more matches,
my
and
point
then
is,
I don't know.
my point is, if Cody doesn't win, what's for him to do? Like, if then fans are gonna lose all the trust, and then I don't think so. Cody is gonna get that much huge pops every show that he's getting right now. So I don't
Yeah,
think so. It's gonna
that's the
happen.
time that they should turn him heel.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. But I
It
think
could
so.
be heel, and I mean, you could do so many things, Pat.
Mm,
Even if the circumstances of him losing could be is very important, right? If like 10 people come, if everybody turns against him, he just becomes a bigger baby face, you know. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's an interesting time to be watching wrestling.
Also, I wanted to point out that, and I think so. Either one of these is gonna happen. Either Rock is gonna turn on Roman, or either Seth is gonna turn on Cody, and we are gonna get the result that time only. And
That's
uh,
Yeah.
they
and
have
Can
a
be
one.
one of them.
and also I think so. I am excited for the our podcast after Raw, after WrestleMania. Like that's going to be crazy because
Yeah,
we would
Raw
be
after
doing
WrestleMania would be.
future bookings and all that stuff. So that's a free paper review. That's a free paper review. That's the time when we start running our heads that what is gonna come next. We are gonna start with correlating the stories and all that stuff. Who's gonna turn on that? Who's gonna turn on this? and what's gonna be on the next pay-per-view, all that stuff. So yeah, so and then Jimmy said that Jay is he's going to fight little bro versus the older little bro. Like he wanted to point out that tribal chief is on the top, nothing is above him, and also Solo Sikoa talked for the first time, I think so, in
Yeah,
so many
yeah.
days.
Solo talking is like a weird thing, man. So
Man,
fun.
I can't imagine him champion right now because when we would start to talk like we would start laughing like he can talk. We would start questioning ourselves that he could talk. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be like pretty much fun when it starts. But right now, I don't think so. They are going to proceed anything on Raw also related to the Bloodline story. I think so. They are going to directly
Yeah.
do the all the stuff on SmackDown, last SmackDown.
Yeah, I
Uh,
Mm.
mean, we don't know when CM
So
Punk is going to enter. So that's another thing. Maybe he comes in Raw next week. God knows.
yeah, I don't know, right?
I think Raw next week will. I seen that Cody Rhodes and The Rock are advertised for it. I'm sure I saw it on Twitter
Oh,
that The Rock and Cody Rhodes are advertised for it. So that'd be good to watch.
Oh,
man, but one thing I genuinely want to say that Cody Rhodes has been doing a great work from the last 2 years. Like he's not missing any show. Most of the shows he's there. I don't remember also like without Cody Rhodes, Raw especially it doesn't feel like that. He is the man right now. Even if he isn't the champion of Raw, it feels like he is running Raw. That's how this Cody Rhodes is great. Babyface Cody Rhodes is great.
Yeah, I
So
agree with that.
so what's next then?
yeah, I think that wraps
Um.
up all the
So I
matches.
was
Isn't
I
it?
was just gonna go over the last little bit of SmackDown that we missed. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate
Oh yeah,
defeated Legado del Fantasma to qualify, and I think Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate deserved to
Yeah,
qualify because I think that's the only team that needed to be at WrestleMania. I think
yeah,
their match against Judgment Day at Elimination
Elimination
Chamber
Chamber.
was actually better than I expected. I thought it was just going to be like 10, 15 minutes. I think it was like 25 minutes or
yeah.
something. I don't know. But yeah.
They could have
Also,
won that match. In fact, I mean, when they started off, the whole name was a little. I didn't like the name. New Cat Republic is a little mouthful, but they are an amazing tag
Yeah.
team, man. They are an amazing tag team. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate was an amazing. He came into SmackDown Raw a few weeks back, isn't it? But he has just taken the whole level of tag
He's
team
proved
leadership
himself.
to another
I
level.
actually kind of want a Tyler Bate title run, even if it's for tag team. I just want him as champion. Like his move set and all that are just.
Yeah,
I just love it,
yeah,
man.
Tyler Bate
yeah,
in NXT was also great. Like I don't know what's happening, but WWE's record in like generating NXT superstars into real superstars has been really 50-50. Most of them goes to AEW, or some of them suck, or some of them really become superstars. Like
Yeah, especially Cameron Grimes. What happened to that guy? He
man,
he he. I think he did
yeah,
like 2 matches on SmackDown and just never appeared again.
man,
yeah.
want to
I actually feel
I
bad for him.
I am genuinely scared about Bob Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed, no, sorry. I forgot, man. Man, I'm so bad with names. I just genuinely forgot. Like who Seth challenged at NXT for the World Heavyweight Championship?
Rick Williams, is it? Or like what's the other guy?
No. On NXT, he challenged someone. I just don't remember.
Ilya
So
Dragunov is the champion now. I don't know if Seth challenged him. And there's another guy, no, from C. I don't know what's his name. Carmelo
mm,
Hayes.
Carmelo is great.
Yeah.
Carmelo is great. His in-ring work is great.
I'm
I think.
expecting Carmelo and Trick Williams to have a great match at Stand and Deliver, and then they're gonna be both called up. I'm expecting them to go to Raw SmackDown has like literally most of the NXT call ups.
Yeah, SmackDown
Rick Williams is
especially.
amazing, man. I love his like whoop that trick. Recently, I think in some other match, he was getting whoop that trick in some other Raw or SmackDown
Yeah,
match.
especially when he came out on SmackDown, that was sick.
Yeah,
Everyone was just
big, yeah,
shouting and screaming it.
yeah. Good
So
NXT guys.
I think so. They are doing great, and everyone knew that they are gonna win because they challenged at Elimination Chamber 2, as JS pointed, and also they were getting lot of wins. You know, if you would have noticed that they were the only team that have been winning like so many matches in SmackDown from last like 1 year, as I remember since their debut.
Who you mean?
Yeah.
Who you're saying? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Trick Williams. I think so. Yeah,
Rick Williams. Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
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 Trick
yeah.
Williams.
yeah. So
He can win a role.
yeah, that's what. So I think so. We haven't left something.
I think we
Something.
missed something.
I genuinely feel that
I f-
because
nah,
Uh,
you go. It's fine.
name. I
I
mean,
think
no,
we
I think
missed the EO Sky promo.
yeah,
It was
that
like a
yes, yeah,
package,
in the beginning.
or
Yeah.
or was it like I didn't watch that. Was it like a promo in the ring, or was because I saw that EO Sky had like uh, a Japanese like
yeah,
promo
Yeah.
package
So,
on SmackDown.
so essentially, what? So, your Sky was like, okay, so Bailey is. I mean, initially Bailey started off this faction, and then she took the benefits of we Io and Dakota doing all the dirty work, and then she feels like she did all of that. So, but we pulled damage control to the heights got pushed. Now that then we couldn't bear her for any longer, so we pushed her out. So why are people feeling bad for her, right? She didn't do anything for damage control and stuff like this. So, so that's what her thing was. And then Bailey just came in and crashed that interview, and they got into a big
Oh yeah,
scrap.
I saw that. I think um WWE should make more like superstars like they can speak in their own language
yeah.
because
Yeah.
I think it's better than them trying to like
Ish,
speak English.
yeah, yeah. Especially Nakamura, like his English was so bad that literally, I couldn't understand that thing. Like it was so bad. I was just like,
Yes.
what the hell is bro trying to say that? And
Actually,
also
once he started doing this whole
Japanese style.
India, yeah, that's really really good, right? His
Yeah,
especially during his Cody Rhodes feud, his promos were
Oh my
amazing.
god, the Shinsuke Nakamura promo
Yeah,
was
yeah,
insane, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Honestly.
one thing I have an idea in my last video on my channel in which I said that could Nakamura go like Rusev did with US title? You remember Rusev reign was so good that his Russian thing with US title was so great. I want Nakamura to do the same. Genuinely, just copy and paste with some big guy of the company. I just want that, and that's going to be great. I can say that.
Unfortunately, Nakamura is getting the wrong end of the stick, right? I think I love Nakamura. But he's unfortunately losing a lot of matches, and
Mm.
I
Yeah,
can't. There's no path for him in WrestleMania as well. So I don't know what's happening with him.
I
man.
mean
Yeah,
the
Jay.
sorry to cut you off, but like I think on the go home show to SmackDown there's like a Andre the Giant Battle Royale. So he
Yeah,
might be in that. But
yeah, yeah.
it's not on WrestleMania.
Like
The there's no time to add it.
like last year, Bobby Lashley. What happened with Bobby
Yeah.
Lashley? Man, they fumbled Nakamura a lot. If you would have watched that guy in 2017, he was killer. Not gonna lie, when I started to see him, he was like, man, this guy is literally good. And that
I
time,
think he should have won the
WWE
WWE Championship,
Championship
to
from
be
AJ
honest.
Styles. Yeah, that
Yeah.
that nutmeg thing was so crappy that every time low blow, low blow. I was like,
Or
man,
even on Seth Rollins, right? He
yeah.
could have won one of those matches. If you ask
No,
me.
I don't think so. Seth one was most of them was WWE title, right? For that World
Yeah, yeah,
Heavyweight
yeah.
title.
No, no. Yeah, he should. He could have won one of those as well. It would have been fine because I think Seth even he could have done this whole thing with Cody even if he didn't have the title. I feel. I don't know. Yeah, Nakamura is unfortunately wasted. He's losing
Yeah.
against Sami Zayn and stuff recently, right? He
Man,
lost the match.
and the thing is that I don't know what happens. AW is running with full roster of people who have failed in WWE. I can point so many names that even you people would have forgotten them, like Buddy Matthews, Buddy Murphy.
Yeah.
Man, that guy when he was
I think I was gonna name another one, Alistair Black.
for
I think
man.
in 2020 he was in the Money in the Bank. I think he should have won it instead of Otis because I don't know that. I mean, that story was all right, I guess, but didn't he just lose it to the Miz and then he cashed in on I don't know who that was the WWE champion at the time and he lost it like in a week or something.
And Jay, you told the right thing, I think so. That Triple H, that supernatural thing, he's not good at all. Like, because Karrion Cross, if you would have seen that his gimmick, he was like supernatural type of guy with that tattoos and all that, like looking like like I think so, devil type of thing.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
thing
yeah.
that was his gimmick.
Time, the clock and everything.
Yeah, and also Alistair Black was such a great performer in the ring. What happened? I don't
I'm
know
just a fan
what
of him.
felt of between him and WWE. I don't know, man. And Adam Cole too, man. Adam Cole, I love
Oh my
that guy.
god.
I love
They
that
should
guy.
they should have capitalized on Adam Cole, you know.
And
I wish he was like was he like a main roster singles like champion at any time? I don't think he was.
no, no, no. I want to tell you that he never made his main roster debut.
Yeah, Adam
That's
Cole never came in.
that's the length that they went with Adam Cole.
Wait,
Like,
wait, did you say he never made his main
no,
roster
no,
debut?
no. I don't remember. His main roster debut was gonna happen, according to Vince, like a general manager.
Damn, they actually fumbled the bag with that one.
And right
But
now,
like,
according to me, his best match was with, of course, Johnny Gargano in NXT Takeover Brooklyn.
yeah,
Man, that
NXT in that time was
three stages of hell
so good.
match. Man, I can recommend any of the viewers to watch that three stages of hell match. That was just a class match, class. Also, one more thing, his match against MJF at All In. Oh, I want in the news spot news. I think so. There was some news. Just gonna reveal that MJF is gonna come after WrestleMania. Yeah,
Uh,
these are the
I
reports.
think
Isn't
MJF
he the
does
champion right
debut,
now
but
in
I
AEW?
think he already signed a contract with AEW, and like they're just like, cause he's injured anyway, so he can't do anything.
No, because the thing is that the same happened with I think so, Andrade. Andrade was
Oh,
reported injured first of all. Then after before 1 week of his return, he was reported as free agent. Also, in his active rosters list of AEW, MJF is nowhere. If
yeah.
if
That
I
might be for the story though, but I really want MJF to debut. I think the first feud could be with Cody Rhodes because
Yeah, yeah,
if you
definitely.
watched AEW a few years ago, then MJF and Cody Rhodes feud was actually pretty good to be honest.
MJF,
Lots of
man,
funny moments.
his match and his work, I think so best storyline of all time in AEW was MJF versus Adam Cole, friend versus friend. That was just an instant classic. Like, man, that match was so great. It was so funny. It was ridiculous match, okay, but then also it felt so great. It felt like it was really WrestleMania of AEW. Like, not gonna lie,
Yeah,
AW's
yeah,
version of WrestleMania, that was an that main event was just an instant classic. Not gonna lie, but I just want MJF to debut back on that WWE roster. Also,
mm.
I want him to go against Cody Rhodes, or no, only Cody Rhodes. First rivalry should be Cody Rhodes anytime. So
Or maybe like Drew McIntyre because
no,
like his
Drew,
gimmick
Drew is
would
healed.
like suit the rivalry. Like he says, like, "Oh, you're just like a." I think CM
McIntyre is
Punk
gonna
and
get CM
MJF,
Punk
or
next,
you're
right?
just like a Wish version of the Miz or something.
Man,
I think that's what he
anything
said.
I can talk about AW. Like I give that show a lot hate, but the thing is that their matches are so good. That you pointed out that CM Punk against, right? MJF
Yeah,
versus CM Punk. MJF versus CM Punk at Double or Nothing. That dog collar match was so fantastic. That was also a great match. Not gonna lie. I think so. The biggest fumble you can say in the wrestling history was Dean Ambrose.
yeah.
I think
I
he is a
mean, I
little
think
mad
he
as
like
well. Right?
did
He is
like
mad.
some.
He is difficult to manage. I feel he's
No,
very eccentric and stuff. I think that's why they let him go, right? Because he was doing stuff which they told not to do or something.
no. The
He's
main thing
crazy
was
bugger.
Drew Dean to like leave the WWE was mainly because of his lack of opportunities. Man, his last gimmick was so trash that he used to come up with a mask. Like 2017 to 2019 WWE was so painful that I stopped watching wrestling that time. Only great
Mm,
feuds I
yeah,
remember is Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles for the United States Championship. That was great. Daniel Bryan, I was gonna say Bryan Danielson, but Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston at WrestleMania, and Becky
yeah.
Lynch
That match was.
versus Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey for all winners or take all match. That stuff was just so crazy.
I
That
think
that
people
three
hate on
feuds,
that match too much.
three
I think it
years.
wasn't that wasn't that bad as people would have thought, because I remember when that happened at WrestleMania, they didn't have two nights, so like all the crowd was like bored.
Bored, yeah.
I just wanted to like go home and that. So I think people slept on that match.
Man,
And you know what? Uh, I don't like Ronda Rousey. I am glad
no,
she's gone,
yeah, for real.
doing
Yes, yes.
whatever she wants, because she was so boring.
She was so bad in the ring, man. Like she was not
In
meant
the
for.
ring, in the ring, one thing, but her promo skills were horrible. Like
Uh,
she just didn't know what to say, or like it's just,
I think so.
yeah, it's not true.
Brock Lesnar's farmer gimmick was great, but before that, Brock Lesnar was also not good in any promos.
Yeah, she like Jade is the Goldberg. She's the Brock Lesnar. Dude.
Yeah, she's the Brock Lesnar without Paul Heyman. That's a very big problem because Paul
Problem.
Heyman is the guy
I
who
mean, I
made
think
Brock
Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar without Paul Heyman was good, but like, I think he improved his mic skills a bit
Yeah,
without.
because of his farmer gimmick. Farmer gimmick was
Oh
absolutely
yeah, Farmer
fantastic.
Gimmick was unreal.
Man, he used to just sign without reading, and then Roman said that you are just a dumb farmer. That was just such a great promo. I just remember that from nowhere. That was
Oh yeah,
great
wasn't it like
times.
the contract signing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then Roman was like, "Oh, you're not gonna read the contract,
Like,
you
yeah,
big dumb farmer," or something else funny.
that was amazing. So these things are like these things makes this era. I think so. This is a completely different era after 2020. Pandemic era was also great. It was
Yeah,
just bad
I
because
I didn't
crowd
watch
wasn't.
WWE that much in the pandemic era. I think
I
I should have.
I yeah, of course. I started it from Royal Rumble 2020. Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns match for
Yeah.
Universal Championship. That was also a great match.
Yeah, I
And
mean the whole
then
bloodline Roman Reigns has skyrocketed the WWE in the last
then
few years.
then I got to know that Roman Reigns has turned heel. These things have been happening. I just started to watch all the stuff that has been happening. And one thing, the man who's most underrated during that time is Monday Night Messiah Rollins.
Yeah. That gimmick was so slept on, criminally underrated
Rated.
in my opinion.
Like, how can you miss that? Like, genuinely, and his feud with Edge, man, that feud was so awesome, so great. That was utterly beautiful. Like, it's one of the most underrated feuds I have ever seen in my like WWE history. Just tell me one feud that is more underrated than that. Edge versus Rollins. Both are just maniacs who are doing like stuff that you can't imagine. Seth breaks into his house and then is walking around. He does nothing. He just walks around there. He just sits on
Oh yeah, he sits on the chair. I
Seth.
mean, I think I can name another criminally underrated feud. It was Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think people hated that rivalry because
Of
I think someone was injured,
no, no.
so
The
they
main
had to like make up a feud
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah. The main thing was that who was that? I forgot also that man's name. Rollins and
Riddle, Matt Riddle.
Seth
Matt
Riddle.
Rollins and
Riddle,
Matt
yeah,
Riddle.
yeah. So Matt Riddle
Yeah,
got caught in that case, I think so, of that 18 plus, right? So due to that, people started hating that rivalry. Also, and one more thing was that pit match that was fantastic, but during that match only, I think so, Matt Riddle got injured.
I
So
miss Riddle. I wish he was. I like this
yeah, his
whole
RK
line
bro gimmick
design
was
trend.
so great.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. But Riddle, he destroyed his career on his own hands, right? Like he is
yeah.
the Chris Benoit of today's generation.
Yeah.
I've heard he wants to come back.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, I wouldn't mind it, but I think he has to like sort out his own personal issues before he comes back.
yeah,
Yeah.
the thing is that man, his girlfriend is so trash that not gonna lie, she is biggest problem of his life. Like mainly all this stuff happened because of his girlfriend. It was not Material's fault. It was just like
Mm.
her girlfriend is just a big dumbass. You must have heard a lot of stories of how Hollywood actors got screwed because of their girlfriends or their loving partners. This is one of those
Yeah,
stories, man, and this was
that is
bad.
true. I feel kind of bad for him.
And yeah, he screwed himself also sometimes because he used to party a lot, and also but see
He's
the
also an MMA guy, right? So he's an
yeah,
awesome fighter. He's a fighter, right?
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is that that's why RK Bro made sense because he was just old version of Randy. Randy used to do the same things. Randy was not involved in that 80 stuff, but he was involved in that all that partying stuff and all that like doing crazy shits. He was
Mm.
That's why RK Bro made more sense. But what man, what a fumble! Like I can't talk about that anymore. It's just a big fumble from WWE.
Yeah, and um, do we have anything else to talk about before we wrap this
Yeah, I
first
think so.
episode up?
I might like just go through more news. I have saved some news like to talk about related to this week. Um, just let me check.
I wanted to say something that I saw that the creators of Cody Rhodes' theme song, they put out something on Instagram where they remixed the song and it sounds kind of like Cody's theme song, but like if he was heel or something. It was like a very like robotic voice.
Man,
I just wanted to touch over that. I don't know if it's for Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania or just. I think it might be just that the band wants like more money because WWE like owns the copyright to the song, so the band doesn't earn that much.
Kingdom song, right? That song's name,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, that's like these things happen. It happened with
He loses and it's his heel music.
yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
It happened with someone else also, right? I remember this same thing happened. Like copyrighted song was there, and due to that, it created many issues. Yeah, when CM Punk returned to
oh yeah,
AEW, so that time this happened. AEW also struggled a lot with his theme song. Also, yeah. So let's scroll through things. Yeah. So first of all, this is mostly I'm gonna cover AEW because we have covered most of the part of WWE. So yeah, AEW's Ring of Honor thing was like only 50 attendance was there, like 50 to 100. That's how bad AEW is going on right now.
yeah. Yeah, I was just going to touch on AEW's like attendance. It's like very bad, to be honest. I think them signing all those superstars that WWE couldn't sign. I don't think I don't think it affects WWE in any way because I
Yeah,
don't think they really needed those
of course.
superstars. I think they just needed CM Punk and Jade Cargill and then maybe Andrade. But yeah, yeah. I
I
think they're all gonna flop in AEW, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so. WWE is gonna buy AEW also in some days. We are gonna see WCW 2.0, and that's what I want to talk about. Eric Bischoff, WCW's co-founder, just mocked on Tony Khan on Twitter like crazily. He said that a money mark with no talent other than spending daddy's money. That's true. Going all the way to Canada to draw less than 4K in one of the hottest pro wrestling markets in North America. Talking about wise choices. Strap in. It's going to be a fun day. Man, Eric Bischoff killed it. But I don't think so. He's qualified to speak about these things because he fumbled WCW. Like,
Yeah,
hmm,
I hate
I haven't
Eric
really
Bischoff, guys.
watched that much of WCW, but like from what I remember, he did fumble it.
yeah. What happened literally with WCW was that they hired a new scriptwriter, and what happened was Eric Bischoff. I don't know what happened with him. His owner was just he left the company. I don't know for some reasons, and due to that, it created all the issues. Like they started to change their championship. You know that in the later days, World Heavyweight Championship was like 20 times changed in 1 year in
Oh,
WCW.
damn.
20 times, like that's just crazy,
That's
man.
mad.
22 times. So that was the condition of WCW,
They
and
change it every week.
yeah, that's why they that's why WWE afforded like WCW, like because Eric Bischoff sold it like on a decent price, man. And you know that even Vince
They should bring
McMahon,
back the 24/7 title. That's
yeah,
what that reminds me of.
Vince Vince McMahon even went to WCW that time, so that was like just a great bad era for WWE, like in comparison to markets and all that stuff. It was dirty politics all over that, and due to this
It was
wrestling,
basically two companies fighting. I mean, you had people
mm,
from WCW coming over to WWE, WWE going to WCW, and everything merged in the end, right? I mean,
yeah,
takeover,
so that
WCW takeover.
that was all the stuff, and then Tony Khan replied with sunsetting this fraud of a business podcast before the new AW media deal is a wise choice. So basically, he's gonna set off the like Eric Bischoff's podcast. He's gonna turn it down fully, and he's gonna take some legal actions. So I don't know
Oh,
what's happening. Maybe in future our podcast could also face something, right? So yeah,
Legal action. We're gonna face
yeah,
legal
yeah.
action.
CM Punk is constantly getting positive reviews in WWE, so it's not that case again. That's great news, people. That's great because I was like, man, if this doesn't work, then what's gonna happen with CM Punk? Because he's so great at mic, and when he said that your hands are too short to box with God, to Rock, like he's just amazing on the mic right now. So what do you think?
What a
Like,
yeah.
segment, dude. Last week's Raw. What a segment that was.
and it
Uh,
was not the best segment of the night. That's
yeah,
the irony. Also, that was most of the things like Eric Bischoff was just mocking totally. And also, Booker T has officially announced his total retirement from wrestling. So, yeah, great legend. A great superstar, honestly, from WCW. And
uh,
Yeah, I agree.
mm, because I think so, he participated in this Rumble, as I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He participated in the Rumble and then got eliminated by Gunter.
Yeah. So he's officially retired from retirement. So yeah, good for Booker T. Then next, Becky Lynch. She has like she was hitting some rocks on WWE. Like that was shocking.
Isn't her contract expiring? I saw
Yeah,
something about that.
yeah. I think so. They are
And
gonna
Drew
hype.
McIntyre as well.
Yeah, I think so. They are hyping this all that stuff because see, if Drew McIntyre and Becky Lynch are both are there in the title contest, I think so. There is no way they are gonna leave the company. They are just hyping the contract expiring. Like you know that happens. Like same happened with Drew McIntyre like 7 months ago. Same thing.
I don't
Like
think
Oh
Becky
yeah.
is gonna leave WWE. 100%
yeah,
she's not gonna leave
but
it.
her statement like according to his role, I think so it's just a gimmick. But she said that my goal was maybe I can get into TNA, because the way that they were treating women there was so much better than the way they were treating women in WWE. So people, she's saying that, I think so it's a gimmick, they are just hyping her. I think so contract expire. But what do you think?
Yeah, I think WWE are very good at like baiting people in a way to like say that AEW is like, oh, Drew McIntyre's or Becky Lynch's contract is expiring. Oh, we should sign her, and then they go and sign her, and then it's like, oh, contract renewed like 2-3 months before the news was even like out. So I think it's like hyping up that, oh, they could leave. So, oh, imagine Rhea and Seth are retaining, and I think Rhea would retain, but Seth would lose.
I
Yeah.
That's
don't,
my opinion.
I don't think so that Rhea is gonna lose, first of all.
Yeah.
And second
Uh,
thing is that Drew McIntyre is going to win at any cost, because, and if he's going to win the title, why he's going to leave? Or, guys, or we are going to see Summer of Drew. If,
Hello.
hello, yeah, yeah, you are audible. Yeah, so people, we can get Summer of Drew. Summer of Drew, basically CM Punk story that his contract is about to expire, and then we can just start again. Like that thing happened, retitle match, full all that stuff. Then SummerSlam, he won that title again, and then Kevin Nash attacked, all that stuff. So I think so they can hype this again. If this happens, that's going
Yeah.
to be fantastic.
I think we've covered everything here. Is there anything else we need
Yeah.
to go over?
Last, I want to end with the joke. Roman Reigns posted that WrestleMania match is gonna start with the 40-year-old virgin Seth Rollins.
I did see that.
That's
I mean,
Roman Reigns, bro. That's, I'm going to miss him, bro. I'm not telling that I don't want Roman Reigns as a champion in future. No, I want him. But the thing is that we need something fresh. It's just gonna become boring after some days. How
He
much?
doesn't he
yeah.
doesn't wrestle at all every
Hmm,
week, right? It's just
yeah.
twice in almost.
I need a
Right? That's
fighting
it.
champion, right? Because
Yeah.
sometimes SmackDown gets boring like these days, because you don't have a champion. Because in pandemic days, he used to wrestle in a Hell in a Cell match in on SmackDown. Like that was just crazy for me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
against Rey
against Rey
Mysterio.
Mysterio. Like
I
that
remember
match
that.
was great. That match. If you ask me what is beatdown in a Hell in a Cell match, underdog versus like the top level star story, then you can see that match. That was great match according to me.
Mm,
So yeah, I think so. Roman is gonna lose, but yeah, we are gonna miss him a lot. I can surely say that. Like the this guy is gonna set a benchmark for many people ahead. Not gonna lie.
yeah, that's what I think as well.
And I think so. The next champion, Cody Rhodes. I think so. The story is gonna be for him is that how he can overcome the shadow of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, yeah,
That's going to be the story. That is, I think so. You have made a video on that, right? My career mode on 2K24, right?
yeah. 2K is
Mm.
basically the same story,
Yeah,
where like your custom character is trying to get out of the shadow of Roman Reigns. So
yeah,
that's basically if Cody wins, and that's basically what he has to do. And I think he will at some point. I think he will have major feuds. I think he'll like wrestle and defend the championship like every week or every other week. Yeah.
and I just get excited about hearing that. What if after 2 years, like next year WrestleMania, Roman beats or gets, no, I think so he's gonna beat Rock, and after that, in the next WrestleMania 42, we get Cody versus Roman, and this time Cody is the heel and Roman is the face of the company.
Oh, that would actually be sick though. I'll
Bro,
be down for it.
I I think so. Bloodline story is one of those stories that can go so many ways. You can't even imagine that.
Yeah, it's like hard
See,
to book as well.
that's why we started the podcast. We are so imaginative. We just try to fantasy book everything, like
Yeah,
everything on the universe.
I think one episode should be like fantasy booking, like one
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah, that's
I think would
that's
think of
when
lots of
I
ideas.
think so. We are gonna be in that shape that there's nothing left to make content out of that. So yeah, that's far ahead. So yeah, next podcast mostly is gonna be about we are gonna rank the whole road to WrestleMania, and we are gonna discuss all the matches. So stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe. And so guys, we should end. I think so. So Amit should end.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
it's just lovely speaking to you, all of you, man. It's something. It's a great new beginning. Loved having a nice chat with all of you,
And
and
yeah,
looking for the next one.
it's great that people love to hear this. It's great that we love to talk about this. And you can also tell your opinions about this in the comment box. Like, what do you think? What's gonna happen? And what do you think about the podcast, basically? So yeah, Amit, you can end. That's from my side.
No, like I said, there's nothing much to add. I think you've covered a lot of things. I think for me, it's just I think it's just fun talking about wrestling, right? So I think as long
Yeah,
as we're doing
yeah.
that, it's that I'm happy with that. So yeah, all the
I don't
people.
find much wrestling fans on here.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
th-
So
I think
it's
I've got a few, but like they're not really like true wrestling fans. They just like my content, so they just like go with the flow. If you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah,
yeah. That's what that's the best bit. So I think let's yeah, looking forward to the next one. I guess nothing else from me really.
yeah. So,
Yeah, I think we're done. So
so who's gonna end? I can end. So
yeah,
hope you
you,
guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. We are gonna upload next podcast by Thursday, something like that. So be ready for that, and we are gonna meet you directly on the second podcast. Hope you like the video. Thank you all.